So Yosefka gave us the blood vial, and I actually never looked at it. Blood vial acquired from Yosefka's clinic. This refined blood, highly invigorating, restores a larger amount of HP. The product of a slow, careful refinement process. This rare blood vial appears to be the clinic original. God, it looks like really dirty blood. You can get special blood vials like these. They usually do something different. They heal a larger amount of HP, or they heal over time. They're good to use. I don't normally use them unless I really, really need to. There's a certain boss I do use them against, and we'll see when we get there. Anyway, so I want to get a blood or oil urn, which covers the target in oil when thrown. Fire is commonplace in the hunt, and oil urns accentuate its effect. Sometimes when hunters burn beasts, they appear intoxicated by the euphoria of purification. There's also the other item, the Molotov cocktail, explodes violently when thrown. It's a cocktail. It's a Molotov cocktail. This boss that we're about to go fight is a beast, meaning that serrated weapons will do extra damage. So the saw cleaver, the untransformed saw cleaver, because for whatever reason, it actually doesn't. He slashes with the smooth side of the saw cleaver when it's tricked. So the untransformed saw cleaver and the transformed cane will do the best damage to this next boss. Remember, this boss we're about to go fight is optional, so don't fight him if you don't want to. I suggest going to this battle with 20 blood vials, 20 bullets, an oil urn. You should get the oil urns from the crows when I first showed them to you. And then Molotov cocktails. All beasts in this game are weak against serrated weapons and fire. These crows here. So you can run past them, or you can attack. I'm actually going to run past them for right now. Anyway, to use the oil urn, toss it on an enemy, and then use a Molotov cocktail, and it does extra damage. I think it works for any fire damage. If you throw oil urn first, and then use any fire damage, it'll do more damage. Anyway, so we come to this little area, and we hear something familiar. That screech from before. And so walking into this, we find another insight. We get another insight for witnessing this boss. And now it begins. You can target its chest, you can target its head. Target its head, shoot it. If you shoot its head enough, it'll come down, and you can do a visceral attack. So I used the oil urn. I covered it in oil, and then I was able to hit its head with the Molotov cocktail. Oh, dang. I was able to hit its head with the Molotov cocktail, and I was forcing it into a down state, which I could perform a visceral attack. The bosses in Bloodborne have a whole heck of a lot of moves. If you think you've seen everything, I'll tell you right now you haven't. There are people out there still discovering moves or forgetting moves that these things had. The creatures in this game have so many freaking moves. It's crazy. The Cleric Beast in particular has a move where it slams its, oh my god, transforms hand, I suppose, into the ground. And he'll keep it there for a moment before bringing it back up, and it does a little AoE attack. The Cleric Beast isn't that difficult. Stay behind it, stay under it. Really? That wasn't enough? Oh, it should have made another visceral attack. A visceral. Oh, what the? Now I'm just lobbing cocktails for fun. Anyway, prey slaughtered. I love that because we're hunters. Everything that we fight is our prey. So whenever you fight a boss, this is prey slaughtered. I love that so much. Anyway, so now we can see this is the gate that they closed off. This would actually lead us to the healing church, to the cathedral ward, but the healing church closed us off from it. So this is a dead end, unfortunately. I'm gonna go fight these guys first, and then I'll go back to the hunter's stream. Okay. So that's what happens if you let a crow do its crow thing. They can destroy your health like crazy. So, you know, there might be more horrifying creatures in this world than crows, but don't underestimate them. Oh, jeez. Don't do a jump attack, you dingus. Get over here. Fight me like a man. Just like bonfires, lanterns, you have to light them first before you can use them. So just make sure you light it if you're not going to use it right away. Just wanted to get that on him real quick. Dude, bro, sliding down the thing. It's great. Crap. So, let's talk about blood vials real quick, I suppose. It's super annoying you have to farm them. Everybody hates it. There's one thing RPGs is that a lot of RPGs, especially the older ones, had of random battles. You're just walking around the you'll just be walking around the field, and then all of a sudden an enemy will pop out and attack you, and you have to do this whole thing, and it just takes so long to go through each individual battle because of that. And I don't know, I felt like, oh gosh, I mean, maybe that wasn't the right example to use. What I'm trying to say is that it's, I don't know, kind of deters exploration. So in old games like that, anyway, so actually we picked up something real quick. Let me put that on hold. The Sword Hunter badge. We got this when we killed the Cleric Beast. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many Healing Church hunters to come, many whom were clerics. As it was, clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. So, every time you get a badge like that, the messenger bath over here will increase. Actually, that one's holding, I don't know what that is. Molotov? I think it's a Molotov. Every time you get a new badge, new things will open up in the shop for you to buy. So you have to spend your blood echoes to purchase them. You buy this hand lantern, which is kind of nice. It always has a light going on, but your stamina depletes slower. Wouldn't recommend it. Antidote, you'll need later. For right now, not at all. The Bold Hunter's Mark is your homeward bone. Let's you go back to the Hunter's Dream. Or Last Lantern? Yeah, the Hunter's Dream. There's Hunter Chief Emblem. Do you need it? I don't think so. I usually go ahead and buy it anyway. I think you can actually get around to using it, though. I'm going to try it in this game. For weapons, it unlocks the Kirkhammer, the repeating pistol. Yeah, the Kirkhammer, the repeating pistol, the Uranim Hunter set, which I believe is already here, actually. So you can buy this if you don't want to go and find the Hunter garb. But the Hunter set, I suppose. The Hunter set is a lot better than the Uranim Hunter set. So just don't even try to get that. But anyway, I want to get the Kirkhammer, since I will be doing a strength run. I'm gonna put Kirkhammer on my first, Saw Cleaver on my second, and... Okay, so let me explain why I love Kirkhammer real quick. What this thing is, so it's a straight sword. It's the same straight sword as you use in any other freaking... oh yeah, also, thank you for joining my stream. It's a straight sword that you use in any other Dark Souls, which actually is usually my favorite weapon to use in any Dark Souls, is a straight sword. But, once you trick it, you insert it into a tombstone. This is literally it's a tombstone, it's a gravestone. And you use it as a huge-ass hammer. Look at just so much weight and power behind every attack this thing has. It's incredible. It's also your dinky L2, which does... I mean, not dinky, I shouldn't say dinky. But there's that L2, which is just a wide swing, and if you follow up with another L2, it's a little thrust. Which is weird for a thrust, because this is a blunt weapon. This does blunt damage, just purely blunt damage. Can't do anything except for blunt damage. And then you also do slash damage, and your R2 does thrust, which is nice. Let's see if I can remember the combo. Yeah, okay, so I need some more stamina to finish off that combo. But this is the Kirkhammer. This is my favorite weapon in Bloodborne, and one of my favorite weapons in any video game, actually. I'm going to go ahead and fortify this. Before we get into fortification, repair weapons. There are durability on all your weapons, and they do break down over time. If you upgrade them, it automatically repairs them. However, if you're not going to upgrade them like my Saw Cleaver, just come and check back on it every so often to make sure that you do. It's not Dark Souls 2 quality. It's not... You're not going to hit a wall or an enemy 3 times and then your sword's broken. The durability does last for a long time. Anyway, so I have 6 Bloodstone Shards. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my Kirkhammer by 1. That's plus 1. I have... I went from 115... Or actually... Went from... Oh, God. 109 to 115. And then I have a bonus of 20 from my... I'm going to take a look at this thing. Kirkhammer, a trick weapon typically used by the healing church hunters. On the one side, an easily handled silver sword. On the other, a giant obtuse stone weapon, characterized by a blunt strike and extreme force of impact. The church takes a heavy-handed, merciless stance towards the plague of beasts, an irony not lost on the wielders of this most symbolic weapon. Real Cyberpunk Panda says, who are you explaining this to? I'm going to be uploading on this on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Zinity. And so, you know, anybody wants to watch in, if any of this is anybody's first time playing this game, just something for them. It's not for everybody, though. Anyway, the Kirkhammer is my favorite. Super strong. It has a C... as a plus 1, it has a C in strength, an E in dex. Also, I never explained this. So the numbers underneath the attribute bonus, the attribute requirement, is how much points you need into a stat requirement, into a stat for you to wield the weapon in the first place. So I need 16 strength and 10 skill to wield this thing. Anyway, I love this thing, and it's awesome, and it's amazing, so let's go fight some more monsters. Second playthrough. No, I've played this quite a few times. The Great Bridge. Let's start with Central. No, I've played Bloodborne quite a few times. Not as much as other people. I think this is like, I don't know, maybe my 5th or 6th playthrough. So not that much, but enough that I know what I'm doing. Alright, so Cleric Beast is dead. We've got our Kirkhammer. So I'm gonna go ahead and explore the rest of Central Yarnum, then work my way down to the Aqueducts. And... oh, I should have leveled up. I don't know why I didn't level up with the rest of my Blood Echoes. I'm an idiot. Dead. We're just gonna go through Central Yarnum again. Oh, also let me see if I can see him over here. Dude Bro is down there. He'll eventually go with the rest of the mob once you get close enough. But we'll just leave him there. Just show off this hammer. I want to try something. Let's see if I do an R2. Okay, no. I want to see if I can do an R2 followed with the L2 with that thrust. Don't freaking do the thing. Hello, friends. How fare you? Like I said, because this is a two-handed weapon, when it's tricked, you can't use your gun. Unlike the Saw Cleaver, which still is one-handed when it's tricked. Ah, don't burn me. Let's see. Punk Panda says, I'm New Game Plus 46, level 325. That's crazy. I've just been doing that one, what's it called? Save game? Just over and over. Jesus. New Game 46. That's crazy. I usually don't do New Game Plus. I just start New Game Plus 0 over and over again, for fun. Have you done any challenge runs before? I haven't done any challenge run in Bloodborne yet. I did in Dark Souls 3, I did a luck only run where I only leveled up luck and HP. I'm not good enough to level up just luck. But in this game, I really want to do a gun only run because Blood Tinge is amazing. As you probably realize, the Kirkhammer in its tricked form is extremely slow. It is strong, but it is slow as crap. Oh god, where the hell did you come from? So be ready to make up for that lost mobility. Able to back away and whatnot. Try to get used to tricking your weapon during a transformation. Pretty much for the Kirkhammer and other heavy weapons, your goal is to go into a combo and leave out of the combo with your weapon in its standard form, and you want to trick it in between the combo for that maximum damage. So the L2 works. Ah, it's not that bad, actually. Hello? Hello? Almost got my ass ate. Come over here, quicker. Do it faster. Dude's gonna shoot me again. Oh, Jesus. Got people coming out of the woodworks over here. Oh, that's not good. Bullets, if you're paying attention to where they're coming, are usually pretty easy to dodge out of the way of. Watch me get hit in the next few seconds. You can either dodge out of the way of them, or you can dodge into them, depending where the shooter's from. Alright, I'm probably just gonna go, pretty much just gonna go around and clear all of Yharnam, Central Yharnam. There's that dog. There's that dog! If you see that guy, he actually had his, with a left arm? His left arm is much, much longer than his right arm. There is a reason for that, which I might hold off on later, for later. So over here is where we'd make the our rounds back to the bridge if we went up and to the right. And if we went up and to the left, it would actually take us to that little girl that asked us to find her mother and the red brooch. But if you stop and come over here, there's a big dude again. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Shining coins is the same thing as the, I don't know what they're called, from Dark Souls. The little pebbles you put on the ground to light the way, so you remember where you went. If you're really, really having trouble figuring out the layout of Yharnam, then this is the shining coins are what to use. Oh Jesus, that. Oh well, how kind! What a nice lady. Anyway, this area down here we can go to now. Come over, you stupid dog. That dog actually does break out of its cage, as you saw. Who else is yapping at me? If you come around this way, sure, another way. So that's the house with the guy, the old gun, and upstairs where the wolves are. And over here is the two big dudes. Just so you can kind of get a grasp of where you are in this world right now. So here's Dog Central. There's doggies of all times. I believe it's only those two. There's a dog wandering down here, and there's that one dog in the cage that breaks out. I think that's the only dog that breaks out of its cage. And there's another dog around this corner. Some more blood dew. What to use blood dew? That's your poppable echoes. You can use them pretty much whenever you want to. Usually it's if you're trying to level up and you just need that last little bit, like you're 200 echoes short, then go ahead and use one. Oh, here we go.
But if you hadn't got off your arse, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear?
I mean, we're trying to, lady.
So what the heck? Are you going to tell me you're next?
No. You have one option. No. So she's looking for a safe haven for, what's lighting? She's looking for a safe haven. If you have one, you can tell her. If you don't, then you can't tell her, obviously. Once you do have a safe haven, you can come back to her. So don't worry about missing this out. You will... There's a definite point where you cannot help her anymore, but we'll get to her before that happens. So... No respect for the elder. Once we have somewhere safe for her to go, we'll come back, as much as she is annoying.
Go on. Admit it.
I mean, are you not? Jesus. All that blood I've gone down like... Look at that, I love that. Because just your eyes are exposed, it's covered in blood, it's great. Anyway. Let's keep going. So this also leads down to the aqueducts. There's multiple ways to get down to the aqueducts. You can break barrels, because why not? It's fun. Anyway, this little area up here, actually forgot about the first time I played this game. Or didn't know about it, I suppose. So if you come over here, you can find a lady. A pretty little old lady. Let's go talk to her. This is pretty much the biggest badass of all badasses.
A hunter, are you?
A hunter.
And an outsider. What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
So she gave us some bold hunter marks, which is
Prepare
nice.
yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
You actually can attack her, and you can get into a fight with her right now. And she drops an item. It's really nice, a little subtle. There is a little lantern in between that pile right there to let you know that she is a kind NPC. That you can talk to her just like how you talk to any doors that have a lantern next to them.
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Shake off cape. Somebody's got a new way. Let's see, how do we? Got a little emote. Also, there will be times where. So, how we fought the Cleric Beast, we threw oil urns on it, and it gets covered in oil, and you hit it with fire and does extra damage. It can also happen to you. Enemies will throw oil urns at you, and I believe this shake does get rid of the oil, if I'm correct. I might be remembering wrong. I'm pretty sure that does get rid of the oil, which is a neat little thing. You might not know. Anyway, we'll talk to her one more time.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
A hunter must hunt. Alright, Violin, you're cool, and I love you. She does have a thing that she drops, and you can pick it up if you kill her right now. She's really strong. Oh god, this. You just take a step forward every time you freaking attack. While you're up here on the scaffolding, just make sure, God, this is so dark. This is so Demon Souls, it's crazy. Just make sure not to fall yet. Until you're done completely up here. God, scaffolding. I don't know what about Demon Souls, but they just love scaffolding in that game. That should be it up here. So we just cut down two bodies. They each land. You can see down there. Each land on different sides of this little. Who the hell? You know, well, I'll give that one to you. That's pretty. It's pretty sharp shooting. They each land on different areas. Just make sure you know what the one you want. I actually don't remember which is which. Wow, god dang, dude. Slow your roll, homeo. There we go. So now we're getting some blood shards. I believe those guys always drop blood shards. I think it gets rarer as it goes on. I don't think they consistently drop it, but they do drop it at least the first time. See if we need some more. Actually, how many do I have? 4. One more! And I can get this to a +2.